Sikat ang mga gaming phones ngayon. Specifically, yung mga mecha design. Tecno POVA 6 Pro, POVA 6 Neo, Infinix GT20 Pro, ROG Phone 8, Red Magic 9 Pro, mecha design. Pero so far, kapag sinabing mecha design, medyo pricey, medyo out of the budget lagi. Ang pinakamura mong mabili is si POVA 6 Neo for 7,000, 8,000 pesos. But what if I told you na 4,000 plus lang po to? Seryoso. This thing has the same mecha design, albeit a little more refined yung itsura compared sa other mecha designs. Mas elegante tingnan. And this thing actually has a real RGB lighting at the back. Nag-iiba talaga yung kanyang color. Tas ring siya, guys. And the whole feel of the phone, akala mo talagang metal yung kanyang design. They really made this very premium and kind of red magic feeling. Not only that, pero for 4,000 pesos, meron ka ng 120Hz refresh rate, 4 years durable battery life, at 8128 na, madalas 64GB at this price range. And they even placed a dedicated gaming mode here, which can be accessed using this particular button at the... ano to? Nagdagdagan ang button sa right side. 1, 2, 3. Siyempre yung gitna is yung volume rocker. Sa ilalim yung power button. But sa taas na to? This is an extra assignable button that you can assign to anything. Turning on a flashlight, opening your camera, or a dedicated gaming mode button. Actually, pwede mo din assign tong button na to in-game. For example, sa Call of Duty, scoping. Nako, finally, ang pinakamurang merong shoulder trigger button in existence. Now, for only 4,000 pesos, meron ka na ganitong feature. Plus, meron pa siyang AI Vana. Just like the ITEL S23 Plus, yung pinakasosyal nilang phone last year, ay meron ganitong feature din na AI na parang ChatGPT. Kapag ka hinold mo yung power button, you'll be able to access it, ask any questions, and you'll get a ChatGPT expert answer from a mature AI source. Sobrang value ang nilagay nila dito. What the? Could be the best budget phone yet. Well, let's see. But sabihin sa inyo watching Unbox Diaries. Ooh. Now, ang una ko napansin, mas pinabongga yung mga box ni ITEL. Look at this. It's even more stylish than Tecno, Infinix. Siyempre, pagka gaming phone, they have a really nice box inside. Look at that. Naka-sandwich siya. You got some accents of red and black, and from the front, grabe, it just makes everything feel much more special when unboxing it. Napaka high quality nung kanyang box. Go cyber, go power, go with the P65. And ay, ang smooth ng opening. Ooh. Ultimate Cyber Match. What? IP68 rated smartwatch to. I'm not sure if low key or high key. Cyber design with sleek ring light. Ito yung likod. Mamaya na yan. Underneath, we're getting the warranty, the jelly case, the SIM ejector pin, meron pa tayong USB Type-C cable, and the 18-watt charger. And that's pretty much it for the nice box. Masarap pang flex. Ginalingan sa box. P65. No, ang bilis naman. P55 a few months ago. P65 na agad. Tsaka masyadong simple yung mga P55. But this is far from simple. Ooh. Sheesh. Now that looks like the Tecno POVA 6 Pro Red Magic 9 Pro and the Infinix GT20 Pro combined. By far the most sophisticated design ITEL has ever made. Last year, medyo chuchu lang yung mga design ni ITEL. Now, they are going premium. Parang sa ITEL A50 pa lang, sobrang premium na nila tingnan, no? Nag-update na talaga si ITEL ngayon. Stepping up their game. And you got the arrow design right there. Parang yung GT20 Pro, may arrow design din siya. Now this, my friends, is what you call the mecha design. The mecha design is like a Gundam design. Ano yung tipong yung armor ni Gundam, di ba? Yung parang sa mga panel ng katawan niya. Yung mga accent like the arrows, the gold stripes, and by far the best design yet. Actually, ito ako meron sa POVA 6 Pro, and the POVA 6 Pro is also mecha design, pero green color is just okay for me. Tapos yung shape ng POVA 6 Pro is not as elegant looking. Mas pang iPhone yung shape. Tignan mo guys, pati yung curve dun sa gilid. Dito sa corners ng ITEL P65. Now that looks like the iPhone in mecha design. Seriously guys, this, pati yung size, parang ginawa mo lang to into mecha design. That is exactly how it looks like. Pero syempre yung kanyang camera module is quite huge. But the camera bump is pretty just okay. Di masyado mataas, di masyado malalim. And we've got here the cameras, really big camera circles, not sensors. Iba yun. Speaking of circle, meron siyang circle dito for the LED flash. And meron siyang circle for, what is this? RGB circle light. Meron po siyang ganun. Which ITEL is calling the ring light. Ayun! Nagba-backlight effect. Oh, wait. Itong interface na to ay parang nakita ko kay POVA 6 Pro. Why is it so similar? Why is it so identical? Isa lang may supplier. Isa lang yung mother company. Probably same supplier, same maker. Different brand. Pero ayun, you can change the, ay, ito medyo iba to ha. The pulsing, the, you know, the color. Well, actually, you don't have much options here for the color. Meron lang siyang 1, 2, 3 options. Oh, no. Guys, mag-iba po siya. Meron siyang 3 options for start of games. Sa lock screen naman, mas marami pa siyang options dito. Meron siyang 6. Pero it's kind of limiting, no? Mas maganda sana kung merong color board na lang na pwedeng mapilian na nakita ko sa ibang much more mature flagship gaming phones. But overall, I just think that this, the shape, the look, it kind of feels like the Cadillac of gaming smartphones. Nakasosyal at the same time, makakang gamer. Kasi madalas kapag mecha design, pag gaming phone, medyo jologs yung dating. But this one, it does not look like a jolog smartphone to me. Hindi OA yung dating. Povo 6 Pro, medyo OA. GT20 Pro, medyo. This one, shape, build, material-wise, may bias ba si ITEL or suppliers dito kay ITEL? Ay, may bias yung supplier or developer kay ITEL. Now the back and the body is not metal. Kala mo metal kasi nga dahil sa kanya itsura, pero if you look closely, that is a plastic back. Plastic lang yung body, which is definitely okay, no? Kung itsura naman ng pagbabasihan, wala nang problema. Yung nga lang, medyo glossy yung likod, may fingerprints na naman ng konti. But the matte finish sides is a nice touch, no? Talagang smooth na smooth, masarap sa feeling. Parang akala ko, hinahawakan ko lang yung iPhone ko mismo. Yes, that's siguro sa shape. If the iPhone were a Gundam suit. This is not the iPhone, this is the ITEL. Oh, by the way, meron pa siyang headphone jack at the bottom, microphone, USB Type-C port, speaker sa ilalim. Sa taas, wala pong speaker. Sa right side, tinan mo to, 3. May power button sa pinababa, volume rocker sa taas niya, and of course, a custom button. iPhone 15 Pro Max na ba to? Now this is no gimmick. Kung si iPhone, very selected lang yung pwede mong gawin sa kanyang action button. This one, it's called the flex button. No? The flex button, pang flex pala to eh. Here, you can long press to open the camera, mute your phone, do not disturb, launch the game space, open the flashlight, do screen recording, quickly open the sound recording, at meron siyang customized app for quick startup. Ito mag long press at pwede ka mag-press ng isang beses. The flex button is not only for launching apps but also is mappable within the game. Sa iPhone kasi walang ganun. Action button is only limited to outside, not in-game. Pero to guys, we actually tried it sa Call of Duty. Nakapag-scope kami dito. It just feels so simple. Just like the Nubian Neo 2 or the Red Magic 9 Pro, guys. Pero button kasi to. It's not magnetic triggers katulad ng nakita mo sa Red Magic. Ito may tactile feedback talaga. Yun lang. Grabe. Parang naka-controller ka na. It feels very tactile. Just like a trigger button on a real gamepad. Ibang-iba yung experience, guys. It's like you're playing with a real gamepad. Tapos isang finger mo sa other hand mo, pang-shoot na lang. Kinda feels like cheating. Madaya to. Alam nyo na, ITEL P65. Competitive edge, go get the ITEL P65. Pag natatalo ka ng kalaban mo, baka naka-ITEL P65 siya. Pag natatalo ka naman, baka naka-ITEL A50 ka lang. Kaya mag-upgrade ka na agad. Oh, by the way, nakalimutan ko. Dual na SIM card slot plus micro SD card slot for expandability. Meron po siya. At pagbukas pa lang ng cellphone, meron agad siyang kakaibang wallpaper na bagay sa design niya. The Mecha wallpaper is also designed by ITEL. Same with the arrows, the panels, simple icons, except meron siyang game space. Yun! Now the display is a 6.7-inch hole punch, 120Hz refresh rate display. But don't get fooled, this is only 720p, which is not such a bad thing, no? 720p or 1080p is not actually a bad thing. Resolution is no problem, especially for displays this small. Kung 10-inch to na phone, doon ka na magreklamo. Malabo na po yan kapag 720p lang. Pero guys, with only 6.7-inch, you will never see the difference between a 1080p and a 720p. Not unless kung side by side mo siya. And in my eyes, it's not really that noticeable. Plus, you also get to save more battery because less power consumption ang less resolution. Whoa! By the way, 720p, 60 frames per second, may HDR pa sa YouTube. Oh, wala lang siya 1080p. But that is to be expected. By the way, ang bilis ko mag-navigate sa home screen, sa YouTube, pag-open ng mga videos. This could be a very fast phone. What is this? Naka-Unisoc T615 pala siya. And this one is giving us 300,000 points on tutug benchmark. Finally, a major leap, no? Kasi usually 250k lang. T606, T603, the T615 now giving us plus 50,000 points and Tutu benchmark is actually substantial in 2024. Not only making apps open faster, swiping much smoother, games more FPS, and more stable. Now, ang pinaka talagang nagulat ako dito is yung kanyang game space. Wow! And this game space is no ordinary game space. I've seen a lot of game space from other brands, but this one is incredibly designed. Look at that console screen. Sa mga PS5, Xbox, the game getting a special interface here, special thumbnail for you to appreciate. And you even get these nice accents at the top, like yung signal, yung battery life, the percentage ng CPU and GPU. This is using the iBoost technology. And you even have 3 modes, power saving mode, equilibrium, and performance mode. Performance mode, syempre, more FPS, overclocking the CPU, GPU, and of course, syempre, giving you more accuracy and sensitivity sa inyong touch. And yes, in-game, may panel talaga siya. Lalabas yung panel dito. Ang daming modes. May bypass charging pa pala to! This is a full-blown game mode. Meron siya pang block ng chats, pang block ng calls. Plus, syempre, ano ito yung mapping ng Game Flex button. Turn that on and it will reveal. Yan, pwede mong i-map itong letter A sa kahit anong button on screen. Now, this could be very useful also sa Mobile Legends or sa Genshin Impact for something na nire-repeat mo lagi yung pagpindot. For example, is yung attack button, pwedeng-pwede dito. Pero if I were you, sa Mobile Legends, gamitin mo na lang yung sa screen. Para, kasi, ang problema naman sa mga buttons naman na physical is, after some time, baka lumog na siya, hindi na pantay. May mga ganon. Kasi, repeated button presses will actually cause that. Just not how sure how long this will survive in your game sessions kasi iba, gigil talaga maglaro. That's why other phones are focusing more on magnetic triggers rather than physical buttons for lesser maintenance in the future. But this full-blown game mode is doing so much wonders. It's allowing me to play Mobile Legends at this rate. Napaka-smooth niya sa Mobile Legends, guys. Kung smooth na po yung T606 processor, wait till you try this out. But alas, it's only ultra graphics, not ultra refresh rate. High refresh rate lang po siya. Which is okay na, feeling ko, for what provides. I don't think kaya niya po mag-ultra right out of the box. Kahit si Helio G99, super lang po talaga yung kaya nun. This one is, I feel, the most optimized for this game, for this processor. By the way, pwede mong baguhin yung kanyang graphics through the game mode. Marami pong graphics settings dito sa kanyang game mode. You can make it a lot colorful, soft, even more realistic. At meron pang resurrection countdown. Ako, pagka namatay ka, meron kang countdown for your resurrection. Grabe naman to. Full blast na to ah. Baka magkaroon ako ng dedicated gaming review for this one in the future. Kaya mag-subscribe ka lang, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss anything. Sa Call of Duty naman, ito yung kanyang itsura. Oh, it looks like di ba siya naka-optimized medium graphics lang and high refresh rate. But yeah, look at this gameplay. The moment I started using the flex button, talagang nagbago yung the way I play this game. It's totally immersive na. Parang console player ka bigla. Parang madaya kasi kapag meron kang gamepad talaga, mas may edge ka. Thing is guys, if you have a better controller, lalo na kapag naka-mouse and keyboard ka, you will always have the edge kasi nga mas intuitive, mas connected yung katawan mo dun sa device. Same could be said for this button right here. It kind of feels like you don't have to deal with the challenges of having to have so many fingers on screen. You can save finger real estate and just place it on a much more comfortable, much more ergonomic position, such as the button right here at the top. Now overall, the performance on Call of Duty is smooth naman, no problem whatsoever. Kaya-kaya naman ng kanyang processor, and also the way you're gonna play this is significantly different from what you'll get on other phones just because of the flex button. For me, I would actually get this just for the flex button kasi for the price, walang ibang magbibigay sa inyo ng ganyan. And this one is a game changer. Not only a performance bump. Plus may game space pa to. Yung mga iba, like kay Realme, wala silang game space. They don't have a game space. This one is a full-blown game space or game mode na nakita mo lang usually kay Tecno at 13,000 pesos or Infinix at 15,000 pesos. But this one, only 4,000 pesos. Yeah, actually mukhang Gundam talaga yung kanyang interface. It's really pinag-isipan na mabuti. And it's full-blown. Siguro dahil wala talagang more than 10K na phone si ITEL. So inisip nila, why not just put it on a 4K phone? Pwede naman siguro daw. Kasi yung mga ganito guys, yung mga features na to, dapat sinasave to sa pinakamagandang phone. Ito, binigay yung buo. Plus more. Pero sa Genshin Impact, nakakagulat yung kanyang performance. Unang-una, sa balance mode, medyo nag-frame drops talaga siya. Medyo hirap siya. 60 frames per second. Ito lowest settings ha. Pero, ang laking tulong nung performance mode, guys. The performance mode just did wonders for the gameplay. Mas naging stable yung frames, mas naging playable po siya. Actually, the whole game is actually playable now. And, even though nag-performance mode kami, after playing 10 minutes, hindi pa rin siya gano'n kainit. Usually kasi kapag ka flagship devices, talagang mainit na mainit yung phone kapag ka naglalaro ka ng Genshin Impact. But this one, bro, not even a frame drop because of the heating. Very stable yung gameplay. Para kung nag-bypass charging ka dito, mas lalo siyang hindi init. The main value takeaway here is that there has never ever been an entry-level phone that could play Genshin Impact at the lowest settings na ganito ka-reliable, na ganito ka-playable. Talagang laging hassle kapag entry-level, tapos Genshin Impact. This is only 128GB na storage. Kung pwede sana mayroong 256GB na version kasi ang laki na ng Genshin Impact ngayon guys. 70GB na po siya. HOK is very okay. Ano? Parang Mobile Legends lang din guys yung performance niya. It's very playable and very smooth naman din. No problem whatsoever. Ito pa yung settings, max settings na po yan. Kaya naman bahalang humusga kung ano yung sa tingin nyo sa gameplay ng HOK. Kung nagulat kayo sa kanyang gameplay, sa performance niya, mas magugulat kayo sa camera niya. Usually kasi pagka gaming phone, mahina ang kanilang camera. But this one has a 50-megapixel camera, rear camera. And these are the pictures that I got with it. The picture quality is very similar siguro kaya ITEL P55 4G and 5G. Medyo pang mid-range na yung kanyang itsura. Medyo lang. There's still a big difference in terms of background blur. No? Medyo hit or miss sa background blur. Skin tone is pretty okay as well. Pero talaga, dito ako na gulat. Kasi look at this camera app. This is just a full-blown camera app. Sana ito ng entry level na mayroong dual video right out of the box. Nice, may dual video. Yo, dual video, hi. Ayan. May dual video guys, so pwede kang naka-selfie dito at dyan naman kitang-kita. Siguro unboxing tayo. Tapos meron tayong reaction nito. Ganun. And it even has EIS. No? Meron siyang ultra steady on na usually nakikita mo lang sa mga mid-range phones. What the complete package is this? May portrait mode at meron siya super night mode. Pro mode, may slow motion at time-lapse pa. Nakikita mo lang yan sa mga flagship guys. Kinumpleto. What the? And the selfie camera has yung wide and zoom in feature. Pwede siya mas wide guys, no? Tsaka okay yung kanyang skin tone dito. Kasi mga transient phones like Infinix, medyo bluish yung skin ko. Kahit kay iPhone, bluish. But this one, okay na okay yung skin ko dito. You even get beauty mode here. Kung gusto mo na mas makinis na itsura, meron po siya. Wow, this is very capable. Sa video naman, 1080p 30 frames per second po. Pero you still get to have the ultra steady mode on even in selfie video. Stick naman ito may stabilization pa rin sa video. This is jam-packed with features. This is incredible value. For only 4,000 pesos, talagang kompletong-kompleto guys. Game space, flex button. Actually, meron pa siyang AI voice assistant, si Ivana, found from the S23 Plus last year guys. It's also right here, plus updated na po siya. May interface pa siya dito. And dito lang ito last year. This interface that I'm seeing right now was not available last time sa S23 Plus. Now it's a full-blown application. Dami, like, it can play songs now, football, may smart driving pa. Tell me a joke.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Do you like Donald Trump?
As an I don't have personal opinions or beliefs, including about political figures. My purpose is to provide helpful and informative responses. Would you like me to tell you a joke instead?
Masungit. Ma-attitude si Ivana. Pero ang walang attitude is yung kanyang presyo. No? Sometimes, madalas ko nakita, yung kanyang presyo ay 4,000 plus sa ibang platform. Actually, 3,000 plus lang siya kay Shop Laz nung unang labas niya. Hopefully, makabili ka sa aking IKOK Live for 5K or 4K. Kasi sabi niya, SRP doon niya is 6,500 pesos. Pero knowing ITEL, it's always on sale, especially on our live. Check nyo lang lagi yung other platform for more information. And for more reviews just like this one, mag-subscribe ka lang. Hit the icon so you don't miss any of my great content bins and you're watching Unbox Diaries. Ooh.